What are the signs of a good leader for right now?
Well, I'll tell you. All right. So going back to the first Navy SEAL that I was ever friends with. I mean, the guy's a stud, right? He was the fittest. He's an officer. He was the fittest in his platoon. When we worked out together, he'd smoke me on these runs, right? He would push me to my breaking point. But he would do this thing where he'd be so close to me, man, the entire time, enabling me, pushing me, motivating me. If he ever did blast off to go do a run, he'd circle back and collect me again. Never once did we do a workout together where he just wrecked me and made fun of me or put me down or said, you know, you're not anywhere near my level. Like, who do you think you are? There's no condescension. He was humble, but he was primal at the same time. And I think that combination, it's so hard to put into words, but there's this humility is the best thing in a leader, but you know that feeling like in jujitsu. I don't know if you roll, but in jujitsu with the black belt, a black belt will touch you so softly. Like when they grab you so lightly until they thrash you or they execute that move to submit you, right? Then it's hard. Then it's violent. It's a violence of action in that burst. They throttle it. That's what a good leader does. A good leader can be soft. He can be humble. He can be meek for these moments. But when things need to get violent, he'll turn the violence up and then he'll turn it back down. It's never personal. It's to push you, to grow you, to show you something. But then just like my SEAL buddy would do, collect the guy back up, pick him back up, help him out, show him the way and let him get there, right? Not just bully him and keep him down. And I grew up with some abuse in childhood that I talk about in the book, and it set me up for some bad behaviors and self-medicating. And that to me is an example of somebody in a position of power who aggressively hurts somebody to keep them down. That's toxic leadership. To use rank, to use power, to use whatever it is to keep somebody down, keep them in their place. A humble leader will pick somebody up and elevate them. You speak to them like
Mm.
the man that they are. You don't speak down to them like an object, or you know what I mean. You elevate somebody. That's what a leader does. They chisel that statue out of that marble. They bring it out of you, and I mean, there's something primal and beautiful about that between men that I think is so badass.